Before I start this video, I just want to say a huge thank you for the amount of attention I've gotten on my last 2 videos. I've been making YouTube videos for about 4 years now, and in those 4 years, I kind of felt like I was talking to a void. On average, my videos would always get less than 100 views. Sometimes, if I was a little lucky, I would get like 300 or 400 views, but for the most part, it was always less than 100 views. I would get less than 10 likes on a video. I would rarely ever get any comments, and if I did, 9 times out of 10, it was from like one of my friends or cousins, which I love, supportive family members and friends, of course, and I was always grateful for the small amount of attention that I did get, because even if I didn't get any views, I would still make videos. I love making YouTube videos. I have a lot of fun doing them, and I'd like to like one day look back at the videos I make when I'm older. But I am so overwhelmed with happiness and joy that people are starting to like see my videos now. I'm currently, as of making this, I tend to make my videos like a week or 2 before they actually come out. I have 622 subscribers. 622 people not only know who I am, they know I exist, but they liked me enough to follow me. Imagine that many people in a room. That is insane. I don't think it's fully hit me. Sorry for being a little bit sappy, but I just wanted to say thank you. And now, on with the video. A while ago, I made a video ranking Gen Alpha Brainrot, so this time I thought I'm gonna rank Gen Z Brainrot. I actually grew up with most of this, so I actually know a little more familiar with the lore, the story behind this stuff. First up is the Annoying Orange, created in October 2009. I didn't watch too much of the Annoying Orange. I mainly remember watching it at my friend's house, and their parents hated the Annoying Orange. The Annoying Orange still posts on YouTube as of 2025, so that's pretty cool. Maybe someone Gen Alpha is watching, who knows? Well, I think I'm glad that we watched this. Next up is Fred. Fun fact, the guy who plays Fred has a YouTube channel now. His videos are pretty funny, you should go check them out. Fred, the YouTube channel, I believe started in October 2006. At least I think it did. I went back to his YouTube channel to see his oldest video. It said like 2008, but in the description it said that the original video came out in 2006. I'm confused, but I'm just gonna go around 2006. That was when the channel was created. And he was the first person to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, making YouTube history. When I was a kid, I used to watch Fred the movie and Fred the show on Nickelodeon. I didn't even know that Fred was a YouTuber for a very long time. I thought Nickelodeon created him as a character for an embarrassingly long amount of time. I'm glad that we watched this. Okay, I can't just put everything in I'm glad that I watched this. I swear I'm gonna put some in different tiers. I swear eventually I will. What Does the Fox Say came out in September 2013 with 1 billion views. And yet, we still don't know what the fox says. The power this song had on society for a few years there was crazy. Foxes as an animal, like, their popularity just peaked here. Like, they really peaked in like the early mid 2010s, and they don't even know about it. Pink Fluffy Unicorn, the song in the background of this iconic video, came out in November 2010, but the Pink Fluffy Unicorn herself, the video came out in June 2013. One of the greatest songs ever made. I mainly knew this song from the My Little Pony version of it. Fluffy Pufftails were definitely in my watch history a lot as a kid. I used to believe that she was going to be a character I actually added in My Little Pony one day. I'm putting this even above I'm glad we watched this as a kid. Also, I feel like I should say this is not like an objective tier list. This is just like a biased tier list. Like, this is what I grew up with. Because if we would like objectively, like, which Brainrot was most iconic, I feel like Fred and Annoying Orange would have to be like on top. Like, they are some of the most iconic Brainrot, but I didn't grow up with them as much, so like in my personal like relationship, my parasocial relationship with the Brainrot, okay, this is just a bias, like what I grew up with, my childhood tier list. Okay, don't hate me, okay, don't get mad at me for what I grew up with. Go animate Caillou. You are grounded for 9999999999999 years. Go Animate, the company, was released in mid 2008. It was created for a user-friendly platform so anyone could create movies, even if you have no talent. But maybe they made it a little too easy. The Caillou Grounded saga started in, I believe, 2011. This is why we should not judge Gen Alpha for what they watch, because we were watching some interesting stuff as well. There was like alternate timeline versions. There was like versions where like Dora was the one getting grounded. If these videos came out today, Daniel Tiger would be the one getting grounded. Any like children's character that was somewhat hated was probably made to one of these videos. There's also versions of like Caillou, but you had like 10 different siblings. Like, I think people would make these videos just so they could like have an excuse to add their OC. Look, I have to be serious. Was Caillou a horrible kid in both the actual show and the Go Animate videos? Yes, but does he deserve to be abused? I guess not. I don't know. I guess I did put something down here, so I'll put this. I guess kids shouldn't be watching this, so I'll put it here instead. Next is You on Kazoo. The original videos, like video VHS, came out in 1989. The meme came out in August 2014 from a VCR YouTube channel, but it didn't start to become a meme until around late 2015, beginning of 2016. I still put this meme. When I was younger, I don't think I knew where this even came from, but the "Who are you?" iconic. How to make FNAF not scary. This was, at least to me, considered to me and my friends as kids as like peak comedy. I thought these videos were like the funniest things on earth. Okay, I think my sense of humor has just changed since then. Looking back at it 10 years later, like, okay, when I was a kid in like 2015, when I was watching these videos, I thought that the name Bob and that tacos were the funniest things in the world. But you know what? This video was still iconic, so I'll put it here. It was part of my childhood, so I'll put it here. YouTube Poops started before YouTube was even created, since the first one came out in 2004. So I'm very confused. But what would it even be called? Not YouTube Poops, because YouTube didn't exist yet, just Poop. It was a type of video mashup of like already existing media, typically like Mario Brothers, SpongeBob, and many more. I think this is like, maybe this is like actually the most popular brain rot. Like, this is our Skibbity Toilet. Like, this is like the most brain rot part of Gen Z. And later in like the 2010s, MLGs just became like a rebranded version of this, like YouTube Poops. This is definitely very iconic. I personally didn't watch too many of these. I vividly remember watching the SpongeBob ones. That's kind of it, and like maybe a few other random ones. The duck song is so iconic. For me personally, at the top, first place. The OG video came out in March 2009. It even has multiple sequels, a Honey Bear version. It's been referenced multiple times. I feel like everyone knows about this video, even like older generations. I think Gen Alpha and Gen Beta is gonna know about this song, and I hope they grow up with this song. The Gummy Bear. If I ranked this as a child, I would put this in dead last. I hated this song as a kid. I was not going to get that Gummy Bear album on November 13th. The Gummy Bear song has 3 billion views on YouTube. All this Gen Z Brainrot is like low-key like a part of history. Like, billion views. Wow. We were a part of history. I wonder if Gen Alpha Brainrot is ever gonna get that much attention. Maybe. I feel the need to mention that the Gummy Bear song was on Just Dance Kids too, with Sabrina Carpenter? What the hell are you doing here? It's raining tacos. Remember earlier when I said that peak humor to me as a kid was the name Bob and tacos? Well, this is probably where the taco part came from. I had taco clothing, taco toys, taco room decor. It's Raining Tacos came out in August 2012 with 90 million views. I wish everyone grew up with this. I mean, the song plays a lot on like Roblox, so I mean, Roblox is a very popular game among Gen Alpha as well, so they probably do know this song exists. Nyan Cat came out in April 2011. By the way, there was a version on YouTube that's 100 hours, so if you want to watch just one more video before you go to bed, maybe Maybe pick this one. Nyan Cat was made during a charity art drive to help Japan after Tohoku earthquake. I hope I said that right. I still see references to Nyan Cat to this day on TikTok. Like on TikTok, I see like aesthetic mood boards for Nyan Cat. I think maybe the younger generation will also grow up with Nyan Cat. There was a meme on TikTok that was like pretty popular with Nyan Cat. Is it Neon? Nyan? I don't know if I'm saying that right. There was a meme on TikTok not that long ago with Nyan Cat, so I think she's still very popular. Lastly is Happy Tree Friends. Now, this is the only brain rot on here that I did not really grow up with. I have a very vivid memory of being like 6 years old. I was like in my aunt's bedroom. We were looking for something to watch on Netflix, and she tried to convince me to watch Happy Tree Friends, and I don't know if she knew what the show was actually about. I think she probably might have thought that it was just like a normal kids show, or maybe she was just trying to scare me. Who knows? Maybe she was trying to trick me, but I was like telling her like, do not watch it. I don't know how I knew that this was not a kids show. Maybe I saw like a clip of it online. Maybe, I don't know how I knew, but I just knew that that was not a kid's show. I feel like I need to fix this. I need to add like another tier or something. We should have not been watching this. That should be a tier. That should be a good tier. What just happened? I accidentally deleted the, well, it's your device, watch whatever you want, I guess, tier. Well, also, I have a playlist on YouTube called Nostalgia. If you go to the playlist tab on my channel, and I think it's like at the bottom, I have some of the like brain rot that I mentioned in this video on that playlist. Also just a lot of like YouTube videos. I was a very chronically online kid, so I have like Minecraft gaming videos or vlogs or just like random stuff that I watched as a child on there. So if you grew up in the 2010s and you want to see some nostalgic 2010s YouTube videos, you should check that out. I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along, partner.